We are talking Clemson, Miami here at the Voice of College Football on our Clemson channel. Please like the video, share these videos out on social media, subscribe right here at the Voice of College Football, and our weekly visit from Jason Priester on allclemson.com. Hey, Jason, what's going on today?
Not a whole lot, man. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well. We only have 2 weeks left in this college football regular season, and I guess you got those Clemson fans who think, okay, well, we've got an ACC championship game in 2 weeks. That's the best we can do. Move on to a major bowl game. And then others think that still have a playoff spot available to us if we can take care of business and maybe get a little bit of help. How do you think all that's going to play out?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a path there. It'd take a ton of help, make no mistake, man. But there's a path if you get some help. But this Clemson team doesn't need to worry about the playoff right now. They need to worry about winning this week. As I thought that was a pretty good bounce back effort against Louisville, considering the way they played in South Bend. But this team still has some issues that it needs to work through, some things to clean up. This just doesn't look like one of the four best teams in the country to me. Make no mistake. I mean, I think they're one of the best in the conference. We'll get a chance to see later on who the best is, but I'm not sure they're a playoff worthy team this year anyways. Be interesting to see if they got some help, what would happen if they got there. I got a feeling what might happen if they got there, but it'd be interesting to see it play out. But again, this team still has some issues they need to work through, both sides of the ball, before they start worrying about any playoff.
But we're going to stay after that topic here for one more, Jason, because you've got your fans that would rather see their team finish on a high note. And even though Clemson fans are extremely proud and should be of what this program has accomplished the last 10 years and expect championships, and I mean national championships, think, okay, yeah, we're not quite ready for it this year. This isn't the team. Let's go to the Orange Bowl, win that, win the ACC again, not get embarrassed. Or are you more on the side of, hey, playoff spot, let's go, let's get it, let's see what happens. If we get blown out, we get blown out, but you can't win if you're not there?
I'm always of the opinion you can't win if you're not there. I'd hate to see Clemson go there and get their doors blown off, but make no mistake, I'd much rather be in the playoff than not be in the playoff. That's just me personally. I see a lot of fans that don't feel that way, that they feel, kind of the way you were talking about, this isn't a playoff team. Let's just win the ACC, go play in the Orange Bowl in Miami against, whoever, and finish up strong and come back for next year. But that's not how I look at things. I'd always like to see the team in the playoff every year. I don't care if it's this team or the 2019 team or the 2017 team. I thought there's been times I thought Clemson wasn't going to do well in the playoff and did. And one year, the year they thumped Alabama, I kind of thought Alabama might thump them, and you never know what might happen when you get there. And while I don't think Clemson is on the level of a Georgia right now or some, maybe even Ohio State, football is a game about matchups, and there might be a team or two out there that Clemson would match up well against. Like, I would be real interested to see how this team competes against, let's say, Michigan. I think that would be an interesting matchup to see how it plays out.
So like you said, you were generally pleased with the bounce back. So what were the specifics against Louisville? I got to think that starting on the defensive side of the ball, because Louisville was coming in as a pretty hot offensive team, and obviously Malik Cunningham did not play the second half, but got the job done against the Cardinals.
Yeah, I thought, the numbers don't bear out exactly how well I thought the defense played. They still gave up a handful of big running plays, but overall, it was much better. Trenton Simpson didn't start this game. He was injured, so they moved Barrett Carter inside to the wheel linebacker spot. Freshman Wade Wood has got a lot of time playing to Sam. And Carter kind of, he had his best game of the season. And it's his first start playing inside. I thought Jeremiah Trotter had his best game of the season. Still got some areas he can improve on, make no mistake. But the linebackers, which I think have been a weak link at times this season, probably had their best game of the season. And it's no coincidence this was one of Clemson's better defensive efforts. They got after the quarterback all day. Even before Cunningham got hurt, they had bottled him up most of the first half. A lot of the yards Louisville got came in the fourth quarter after the game was already decided. Their last 6 points on a touchdown in garbage time that Dabo Swinney was not happy about. But, I was really pleased with the effort on the defensive side of the ball. It was probably the most fire I've seen that group play with all season long. They played with some urgency, something I've been looking for. And it was finally good to see them do it.